Uh,
Big ball, fat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, fat, making my end.
yeah.
Fucking big killer.
What's going on, YouTube? What is happening, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. Share my content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. And I am back with a recap. Week 11, where I went 3-1. Also for a special Thanksgiving edition of making my picks, plus a few games for the upcoming week 12 uh, week of football. I hope everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Spend that time with your family, you know, eat some good food, digest that good food, have a drink or two, do what you do, man, and just be about peace and love, man. But again, like I spoke on, I went 3-1, man. I kind of got convinced by a source that for some reason they had Aaron Rodgers and company on the train, right? So to speak. I originally had the Titans winning this game. I thought it would be a typical Titans performance, which it ended up not being. Like I said, I picked Green Bay, lost that game. Tennessee approach was different. Ryan Tannehill came out the gate firing, had a big play on the first drive, first play of the game. Um, and that pretty much set the tempo how the game was going to go. And Ryan Tannehill threw for over 330 yards, man, a couple touchdown passes. Derrick Henry had the carries, 28 carries, but he only had 87 yards rushing. Uh, Aaron Rodgers had an okay game, but not enough, obviously, to stop the Titans from coming into Lambeau Field in the cold and roll the victory 27-17 over the Green Bay Packers. All right, y'all already know winners of 5 or 6. The Washington Commanders went into Houston and pretty much dominated the game. Defense again set the tone to break. Kendall Fuller with a pick six to the house, and for that part of the game, it wasn't even really close at all. They dominated all facets of the game. Now, mind you, the Texans were 1-7-1 at the time, but they have been very, very competitive in all of the games this season. And it wasn't even close, man. I mean, every week the Washington Commanders defense is becoming a problem. That front seven is a problem, which is making the secondary starting to look and gel together to get Chase Young back. I'll speak on that later. Commanders won 23-10. Cowboys versus the Vikings. Now I told you guys I always have a nice play in the cut, man. I said the Vikings would lose this game off that magic carpet ride because the Dallas Cowboys had what it took to go in there and win. But I didn't expect them to blow them out 40-3, man. Pollard had a fantastic game, catching, running. Dak was clicking on all cylinders with him. Michael Parsons and the Dallas defense, man, just racked up a lot of sacks against Kirk Cousins. And I bet he won't be wearing no chains or no planes no more, man. Matter of fact, the Dak stepped into the scene and went ahead throwing a few chains as the Dallas Cowboys spanked the Minnesota Vikings 40-3. Okay? Yeah, and last but not least, man, the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs to go into LA, San Diego, LA, and beat the Chargers, man. Listen, you can't even give Mahomes 30 seconds without him going down and going for the go-ahead touchdown to win it, let alone give the man a minute and 30 something seconds left on the clock. It was too much time for Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy and company, man. Kelsey had a monstrous game. Fantasy owners of Kelsey, man. I'm sure y'all was happy because he daggone sure um, tore it up out there. Him and Patrick Mahomes. Now, real quick on my picks, Jared Goff. Nah, had a subpar game, but the Detroit Lions got a big win down in East Rutherford against the New York Football Giants. Brian Robinson and mediocre performance as well. Uh, Kadarius Tony got hurt for me for the Chiefs, man, so he didn't have a good. He wasn't a good pick. Kemet Cole had a pedestrian game as well, and the Bengals defense, man, they didn't do much to stop the Steelers, man. They really had to rally back to get that W. Now, moving on to the Thanksgiving contest that's coming up this Thursday for Thanksgiving. You got the Buffalo Bills versus the Detroit Lions. Buffalo being 7-3, Detroit 4-6. Buffalo just had a game in Detroit. Don't know if they travel back home. I doubt that because of the weather. They may have stayed in Detroit all week, but they're back on the field and they are 9.5 point favorites versus the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions have won two in a row and have been playing competitive football. Their number one pick has been outstanding on that D line. I have the Bills winning this game, but I don't have them covering the spread. If I was betting on this game, I'd take the money line with the Buffalo Bills. Giants versus the Cowboys. Both teams 7-3. Both teams representing the NFC East. And the Cowboys are at home for Thanksgiving and are favored 9 points versus the New York Football Giants. Like I said, the Giants did take a slide, and they're looking like they're starting to crumble, while the Dallas Cowboys appear to be picking up some steam. Don't know how I feel about that 9 point spread at home. You know, the NFC East or divisional games in that matter are very hard to predict. But I would take the Dallas Cowboys on the money line to beat the New York Football Giants. Patriots versus the Vikings. Patriots 6-4, Vikings 8-2. Vikings are a 2.5 point favorite at home versus Bill Belichick and company. Minnesota, I expect them to bounce back, though the Patriots uh, front four are just as explosive as the Dallas Cowboys and the Commanders. So they will put pressure on Kirk Cousins. It all depends on if the Vikings are gonna bounce back from taking their first L in 7 games. I expect them to, and I would take the spread uh, and watch, and they will cover that 3 point spread. Now, for my fantasy picks, my quarterbacks, I got, listen, Russell Wilson, man. He had a really good game in a loss against the Las Vegas Raiders. They're playing against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers defense is pretty good, but I look forward to Russ having a pretty fairly decent game. They waived Melvin Gordon because he has fumbleruski problems, man, coughing up the rock and cost that man his job. I look for Russell Wilson to have a big game. Uh, Running back, I have Isaiah Pacheco from the Kansas City Chiefs. He looks like a version of Tony Pollard, very explosive, can run the ball, can catch, and is dangerous in open field. And if the Chiefs can develop a consistent running game in the NFL, just look out. You might as well go ahead and give Patrick Mahomes the MVP thus far for the season. And like I said, man, if they have a rushing game, with what they are already doing this year, I don't see nobody beating Kansas City Chiefs, and that's including the Buffalo Bills and whoever comes out the NFC. Wide receiver, I got Adam Thielen. Now, I know the man is Justin Jefferson, but you're playing against Bill Belichick, and I'm sure Mr. Belichick got to scheme up some stuff to stop Justin Jefferson, and I think Adam Thielen has a big game. I would rather Thielen get some possession type catches, maybe rack up some yards. I would have that versus the explosive plays that Jefferson can present. Not saying Thielen can't be explosive because he has been, but I look forward to Bill Belichick scheming up some things and trying to keep Kirk Cousins' top target in check for the most part. And then last but not least, tight end, Mr. do it all. Taysom Hill versus San Francisco. You know they're gonna be locked in on Kamara and Olave, which is a rookie receiver that is flashing, showing some great signs. Andy Dalton is doing pretty good as well. A healthy Jameis Winston on the sideline. I guess they feel like Andy gives them the best chance to win. But I look forward to the gadget man, Taysom Hill, to have a big game versus San Francisco. But you know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports God TV, man. Share my content. I need subscribers. I need people to share the content. I need you to comment. Man, let's get it cracking. It's the Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Till the next
Big ball, man, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, man, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot.
20% tent, I'm riding and sipping good. Today was a good